all-knowing and all-powerful, starting with the elderly wolf uncle. Chapter 5. It's just that I don't know if Clark came to Earth at this time. It's getting dark. Chen Tian felt a little unlucky, and it was going to be dark just after crossing over. The deep sky shrouded in haze soon darkened, and it didn't take long for night to fall completely, and most native Gotham people chose not to go out after dark. Even if they go out, they will choose places with more traffic, and people like Chen Tian who selectively walk to sparsely populated areas. Passers-by will only secretly shake their heads when they see it. There are also some people who avoid it. The devil knows whether this seemingly harmless guy is surprised or frightened in his pocket in the next second. As a matter of fact, the reason why Chen Tian walked to an area with few people and frequent crime rates was because he accidentally heard the news of Batman and wanted to see if he could run into each other. However, not long after he left, a tall figure holding a cold hard object suddenly appeared in front of him. Stand where you are. The big man aimed at the yellow-skinned boy with a gunman, his fierce eyes flashed with surprise, and he waited for a night thinking that he would return home. But he didn't expect to wait for an unarmed teenager. So he said viciously, "Little one, obediently hand over the money, I promise that no one will be hurt." Chen Tian was stunned. He didn't run into Batman, but ran into criminals first. It is worthy of Gotham, and it is estimated that there are more criminals than righteous people. Don't be stunned, hurry up and hand over the valuable things. Quote. Seeing him stunned, the big man was a little anxious and a little angry, and recently he often heard news about the presence of vigilantes. He didn't want to be targeted by that kind of guy. Calm down, I don't want you to get hurt either. Chen Tian's mood was calm without the slightest wave. It seemed that the person who was pointed at by someone was not him. Fack, I don't have time to listen to your mouth, hurry up and take it out, otherwise I can't guarantee what will happen. Quote. Seeing the young man's calm appearance, the big man immediately felt deeply insulted by the other party, and brandished the gun in his hand and said coldly. He has killed no less than 10 people, how about killing one more? Airplanes. Phew. But, right at this time, a sharp dart streaked through the air, shining dazzling white light in the light, spinning and hitting the back of the big man's hand. The blade immediately cut through the outer skin. And the blurred flesh and blood were exposed to the air. Ugh, the big man screamed, and the gun fell to the ground. Combat detected, drop reward, super dart skill, Batman. At this time, Chen Tian's mind also sounded with an icy voice, and the name mentioned in it made his eyes light up. Batman, Bruce Wayne, finally appeared. If Batman appears, it means that Superman Clark may be in Metropolis at this time. Please leave this place. Sure enough, a figure behind him fell steadily, followed by a male voice that obviously deliberately changed his voice, and the other party saw his appearance clearly when he passed by. And it was Batman in black clothing. Just Batman from this period. To Chen Tian's surprise, the other party's costume looks immature enough, without a cape and belt, and the Batman of the universe seems to be in the early stages. And he didn't detect a deep resentment in his eyes. It can be judged that Bruce Wayne in front of him is in his infancy. You're the vigilante? The big man saw Batman's face change greatly, and recently Gotham often circulated rumors that someone punished evil at night. I didn't expect everything to be true. Hands up, no one will be hurt again. Bruce Wayne said coldly. Yu Guang unintentionally swept back, and found that the yellow-skinned boy was still standing in place. You're not leaving? Why go? I'm not in danger. Hearing this, Bruce was a little surprised. The person who left Gotham City for only 10 years has exercised such courage at a young age. Surprised. He was keenly aware of the sound of metal rubbing against the butt, and suddenly looked up and saw the big man raising the gun and pulling the trigger without hesitation to this side. Bang. Phew. Fortunately, Bruce trained for many years to react extremely quickly, and lowered his body to avoid the bullets fired. Just when he was about to throw out the dart, the young man behind him didn't know when he picked up the dart that had fallen earlier on the ground, threw it out hard, and slammed it into the neck of the criminal. And the sharp dart was like a big knife cutting the skin. In an instant, endless blood splattered. The criminal covered his neck in pain, knelt down with a hideous face, looked at the two people in front of him in horror, and his throat tried to make a sound. But it only made the blood flow faster. Damn it, what did you do? Quote. Bruce Wayne was stunned. Today is his 4th day as a vigilante at night. He didn't think about making a human life at the beginning, but the seemingly immature teenager tried to kill him so decisively. Even people like him who were mentally prepared in advance were shocked by the other party's actions. Chen Tian watched as his eyes gradually faded, and the criminals who finally fell did not have the slightest pity and fluctuations. As a mutant, he can survive in the dangerous Marvel universe for more than 10 years. He didn't have a soft heart, but instead looked at Bruce with a smile and said with a smile, "Rich boy, welcome to Gotham." Quote. There are only 2 kinds of people here, crazy people and normal people. ... Marvel and DC dual main lines, the rest of the American comic world such as Black Robes, will be used as branch lines. I don't know if this writing can work in Filu, but you have to try it. Chapter 07. Young Bruce Wayne, Batman who was beaten to the point of collapse. Rich boy, welcome to Gotham. There are only 2 kinds of people here, madmen and normal people. Bruce Wayne's face under the mask froze visibly after hearing this, and his eyes revealed complex emotions. As a Gotham person, he naturally knows the danger of this city, one of the cities with the highest crime rate in the United States. And it can be said that crimes are happening in the city all the time. Almost all the madmen gather here, even with personalities you can't imagine. But really make young Bruce Wayne was stunned when these words came out of the mouth of a 17 or 18-year-old boy. It seems that in the 10 years since leaving Gotham, this dirty city has not improved, and it has been depraved and dirty unchanged. Maybe he is the right choice to come back. When I left, I wanted to come back one day and transform this unchanging city, which was obviously the right choice. Then let me start with you. Bruce Wayne pulled out the rope, his exposed eyes revealed a chill, and his tone was full of danger. So, you're going to kill me? Chen Tian did not feel the slightest surprise when he heard Bruce's words. After all, no one can commit crimes in front of Batman's eyes, and even some people ridicule Gotham, which is ruled by his grandfather, has a little criminal idea for more than 10 years. And may be subdued in advance. Of course, not the fledgling Bruce now. Wayne, that's something only criminals do, and I'll send you to jail with my own hands. Bruce Wayne said indifferently. It seems that you don't know much about Gotham, you don't even know what Gotham is. Chen Tian sneered. He knew that before Batman swore to become a vigilante to punish evil and eliminate evil, he set the principle of never killing, which was the last insurance to prevent himself from falling into darkness. After all, if you kill someone, you can never turn back, which is no different from criminals. It is only a pity that his decisions led to the disability and paralysis of his companions, or even the death, such as Dick Grayson, Barbara Gordon, Jason Todd, Sarah Essen. Similar tragedies were caused by Bruce's soft-heartedness. To put it nicely, I don't want to fall into darkness. The ugly point is the American spirit of living and free, the son of the big capitalist, the embodiment of justice, and speaks for the goodness of capital. Foolish people, you are going astray. Bruce Wayne was too lazy to talk nonsense with him, and rushed towards the direction where Chen Tian was with both feet, vowing to catch the shameless teenager today. Phew. The moment his strong body started, it was no less than the starting point of a world-class track and field athlete. And the whole person instantly turned into a black shadow and rushed straight to the other party. It's like a beast that bursts out of nowhere. This also stems from Bruce's rigorous physical and intellectual training since he was 11 years old, after rigorous training and long-term eating habits, biofeedback training. Let him reach the highest level of human fitness in terms of physical fitness. His strength, speed, endurance, reaction speed and agility surpassed his Olympic champions of the same period. Phew. However, even so, in the face of the sudden attack, Chen Tian reacted instantly, his body retreated to the rear, his fist passed through, and the fist caused a piercing wind. The hiss is particularly harsh. Chapter 1 Previous Chapter 5 186,